What is going on, everybody? And in this video we will be taking a look at the Porsche 911 Carrera RSR Turbo Pulse Performance ED, which is basically the upgraded version of the regular RSR Turbo. We're going to be pretty interested to see if it is different in any way. As you can see, it is a bit of a different looking car there. The wing's a little different, the front is definitely a bit upgraded compared to the last one. If you do want to get this vehicle, you will have to hit level 33 in the motor pass here, and you will also need to buy the motor pass to get this car. But honestly, it looks pretty freaking cool, so let's go see if we can customize it. So guys, moving over to the customization of the Porsche here, as you guys can see, there's no visual part being able to be done there, but you can do the colors if you would like. In order for the colors to show up, you probably do need to take the livery off, but if you don't want to, you can still see the different color changes there. Personally, I'll probably leave it as is. I think it looks really cool. You could change the livery if you would like, maybe add something on there that someone has made, like the Cyberpunk one, or some of these. People do a really great job on them if you're interested in those. Overall, I do like the look of this car so far by looking at it. I mean, it looks very cool. You can see the differences in this one compared to the other one. Let's go take a look, see the, obviously, vanity items here, whatever you guys have here. Personally, I'm going to leave all this stock, though. Maybe change the smoke here and all that. I mean, besides that, guys, there's really nothing else to do there for customization. I notice a lot of the Motor Pass vehicles or upgraded vehicles like this are normally very limited when it comes to customization. Anyway, let's go test out the top speed and then take this thing in a race. Alright guys, so arriving outside with the Porsche here, honestly, first glance, this thing looks really cool. I ain't even gonna lie, I actually really like this one more than the other RSR. We'll see if this one's actually better overall, but this thing looks freaking dope. So here is the interior here, looks pretty awesome, honestly. I do like it so far, like I said. Let's listen to this thing. So sounds really good. So obviously, first glance, you guys will notice that the exhaust in the back, there's actually 4. You can actually see the turbos as well, which is actually really freaking cool. The other one only has 2 exhausts there, so I'm actually going to switch to the other car right now and show you a couple of differences. Here is a regular RSR Turbo. This one can be bought by everybody in the HQ there, so you can see a lot of differences with the body here on this car. You'll even notice in the back that there's obviously only 2 exhausts instead of 4. The back does look different there, the wing looks different, honestly the entire car looks different, and honestly I'm kind of digging the Pulse Edition more. So if we switch over to that right now, you'll see a huge difference in what they actually look like here. So switching over to the Pulse right now, you'll see a big difference in the look here. So let's go drive it and see how fast this thing can do. I know the other car does about 255 to 260, which is pretty average for the touring car vehicle, so acceleration seems pretty good so far. I'm just going to use the chemist set here to see if I can get my speed up a little bit quicker. So acceleration seems pretty dang good there. Let's see. This thing can hit a high speed. It looks like it can probably hit around the same speed as the other car, most likely. Pretty impressive. So I'm doing 253 there. This is on the salt flats. I'll do a quick run on the road as well right now and see if that makes any bit of a difference. Now that we're on the street here, guys, let's go test this thing out here to see if it is a little faster or maybe it's the same. Who knows? Sometimes I notice the cars are faster on the road, but I notice the roads do depend. Also, take another quick glance at this car. This thing looks freaking awesome. I'm really digging it. So let's go drive a little bit in first person as well and see how it does on the road. Kind of digging this car, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really like the look compared to the other one. The only issue is you do have to buy this one with the pass, aka, you know, the $10 pass there, which honestly I feel like this pass is pretty dang worth it compared to the last one at least. I know the last one had a lot of mixed opinions with that ice cream truck there. So on the road here, obviously you guys see it is performing a little bit differently. This thing seems to have pretty dang good handling so far too from what I can see, so let's see. So as you guys will see right now, it seems like it does have higher speed there, 257. Also has kind of a weird high-pitched sound as well when driving it. Kind of weird there, which might get a little annoying. You guys will see when I'm driving it there, you'll hear it a little bit. So it did about 257 there, which is honestly pretty average for these. I know the Renault RS01 does about 258 to 260. So as you guys see there on the road, 261. So basically pretty average for the touring cars to do about 260. Let's go take this thing into a race right now and see how it performs. So I figured to test this thing out, I'd take it on a race that has some turns and some straightaways here with a bit of a mix of crazy NPCs getting in the way. So guys, race this thing a little bit. Obviously, like I said, the first glance, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really digging the look of this car. Just looks really cool, and I think they did a great job with it. The other thing I'm not liking so far is that high-pitched sound when you're driving it. That could be kind of annoying, I would say, when you're racing this thing a little bit. The other one didn't seem to have that. At least I noticed that anyway. How's it handling overall so far driving it? Well, honestly, it seems pretty dang good. I have the same build on this car basically as the other one. I think one thing's a little bit different. I will show that at the end of the video if you guys want to test it out for yourself. I would say it's pretty dang decent though, and this thing seems to be pretty good at turning overall. Brakes seem pretty good as well, so this car might be a bit of a competitor here. Interested to see how it goes against the Porsche and all that. and the Renault, because I know the other Porsche, a lot of people probably using the new RSR, and with the Pulse Edition here, obviously you need 33 in the pass to get this, but I would say it's pretty worth getting this pass, like I said, guys, because at least there's some cool vehicles in it. And this car's actually pretty dope. Overall, it seems pretty quick so far, and it might actually be able to compete with some of the higher dogs, like the Gallardo there and the freaking lovely Renault, because those cars seem to be on top, I noticed. Except if you look at the F1 class, the current car that came out in the past is pretty much dominating a lot of the races right now. For good reason, because of how it drives and all that, and this car might be just like that in ways. Handling seems to be a little better on this car than the other one. I noticed it's not as, like, fidgety and, like doesn't fight you as much on some turns. The other car would, like, lose its traction and kind of, like, slide out a little bit kind of weirdly. I noticed this car is really not doing that as much, which could be a good thing for racing and stuff like that. We all know the new events right now are pretty fun, and these cars do need to drive a bit, so wouldn't be a bad idea to test them out on there as well. I figured I'd take it on a track, though, because a lot of people doing touring car races are probably going to be doing these as well. And if they pop up in summits like they have been, we're going to be honest here, we're probably going to have to, you know, test out new cars, stuff like that. And with the summits, how they are now, you pretty much could use any car you feel like using, which is pretty cool. I would say I know the Renault and all those cars would be on top anyway, getting the highest scores, but you probably could run other cars of your liking now. Like let's say you like this car, for example, but the Renault might be better. You could probably run this car on some of the missions now and not have as many issues, which is pretty cool. Overall, though, guys, I'd have to say that this car seems pretty dang good, and I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. I did actually like the RSR as well. I just kind of got a little annoyed on how that thing handled a little bit. I just thought it was a little fidgety and didn't seem like it had a very good stability like the Renault does. Especially going around some turns and high speed and all that, I just feel like it kind of lost itself a little bit. This car seems a little better with stability, which could be very, very useful for racing, and I feel like it's something definitely to take a look at if you're interested. And for the looks alone, honestly, this car is probably just well worth it by itself. They did a great job with it. And these NPCs are something else, aren't they? So going overall, guys, like I said, I'm not going crazy on this race, just kind of testing it out a little bit. But overall, guys, this car is pretty dope here. So take this little podium here in the new Pulse Edition. I do like it, guys. I'm going to show you my build on this car right now. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely check out this car if you have the pass, and you won't regret it, honestly. This car's pretty cool. Maybe a good car to little test out and go against the Renault and the Lamborghini there. So here's the current build I have on the Porsche 911 Carrera RSR Turbo Pulse Performance ED.